Hi, the Granny here. Welcome back to my studio. Today we're going to talk about making animal fur in acrylic paint. I love acrylic paint for making animal fur because I like to layer to make it look realistic. When you layer with your oils, they don't dry fast enough. Maybe easier to blend, but very difficult to layer. Let me show you what I mean. I have a zebra here that I've been painting, and I've got the stripes in different amount of layers just to be able to show you what I'm talking about. When something is black fur or white fur, they're not really black or white. They're variations of grays. So when you look at the zebra, I wanted to show you right here that I have different layers of paint on them. Like right here is a gray. This is where a white stripe is going to be, but I've just painted it in a gray. Then I put on this one right here, I've put one layer of white. The next one next to it is two layers of white. So when it started out, it was gray. That's one layer. Then a layer of white put in the direction that the fur grows. And then when you add another layer, it looks like this. And then when you add a third layer of white, it looks like this. If you zoom in on this, this isn't pure white. It still has some of the gray in the background, but it makes it look like the fur. If you look at the black stripes, these were striped in a dark gray, and then over the top of the dark gray was a lighter gray. If you zoom in, you can see the lighter gray on top of the dark gray. And then the final layer is a black stripes, but if you zoom in really close, you can still see some of the gray in there, giving you the direction of the fur and the way it grows. So this one has two layers or three layers, and then this one has your final layer over it. So you have what looks like, when you back away, it looks very black, but when you come in close, it's not. Same with this finished white stripe. Yes, it looks white when you look at it from a distance, but when you zoom in, you can see the small amount of gray still showing, giving you the direction. When painting fur, your different layers always go the direction that the fur grows. So let's just do a little bit of the white. This one hasn't had any on it yet, so I'm going to go in with its first layer of white on top of that gray. But I'm going the direction that the fur grows. Do that again just a little bit right here so you can see it. Little furs going in the right direction. Because when I get to here, I come down this way to show the direction, and then I'm coming this way with the fur. And you can see I have, this layer has the one layer on it, so once it's dry, and acrylic dries very fast, so I could go and do a lot of stripes. By the time I get down up here, I can go back and do another layer. So this one, I'm coming back in for its second layer of white, going in the direction that the fur grows. You can see it changing, but it still has some of that gray in the background, giving you the direction of the fur and making it look very real when you come in close to the painting. So just remember, when you're painting with acrylic, you're going to layer to make the fur look real. You're going to start with a deeper color, add another color until you get that fur looking absolutely real. The same way, again, when you're not painting with your brushes in acrylic, always put them in the water, because if that acrylic dries in your paintbrush, then you're going to destroy the paintbrush. So let's do a little bit of this black. Now this one's finished, but this one only has the dark gray and the light gray in it. We'll go back in with some black to give it its final definition. Going the direction that the fur grows will also make it look a lot more real. See how this is changing from here, from what it was to this, and from a distance that looks completely black. But when zoomed in on, you can still see some of the gray in there, which is giving you direction and a realistic fur. Now when you're drawing something longer fur or longer hair, then you're going to make your stripes much longer. But you're still going to layer to get that realistic look. You can see the white long fur here compared to this layer here, compared to this layer here. This has had going over the gray, because this is part of the white stripe. It's going over the gray once, this one's twice, this one's 3 times. So you can see the difference as I've added the layers of white to that, giving it a lot of depth and a lot of realism. So just remember, when you're painting with acrylic paint and making fur, that you want to do layers. Let it dry, add another layer. Let it dry, do another layer. Enjoy painting your animals. Bye-bye.